Joseph, hope restored. Do you ever wonder about Joseph in the Bible? Do you ever wonder him in his human mind and his thinking, though he had faith and it was shaken? I'll never see my brothers again. I'll never see my father, my parents again. It's just not going to happen. You feel like that today? You have a situation going on where it's you have faith in God, but then your hope is squashed. It's down. It's depressed because the situation has gone on for such a long time. Let's look a little bit about Joseph and how his hope was restored. So in Genesis 42:21, we saw how distressed he was when he pleaded with us for his life. So that's fast forwarded when the brothers are in Egypt and they are thinking, okay, I don't know if they've known already that he was Joseph, but they had to plan to tell him something about that it was their father's best, it was his father's heart's desire for Joseph to forgive them. And I think when they told him that, he broke. We'll get into that. So what I'm trying to say here is the brothers saw how distressed he was, and Joseph was distressed. He had the technicolor tallit, and his brothers are jealous. He had those dreams about them. He had the dreams about the father, about how he would provide and rule over them, which did come true. And so they sold him into slavery. Here's a 17-year-old boy, was in the pit, but Judah said, no, don't kill him, sell him. And there he went away, and many years went by, 20, at least 20, right? And so sold into slavery by his brothers, ended up in a Egyptian house arrest prison, forgotten about there for 2 years, ended up the governor of Egypt, second to Pharaoh. You think he might have lost hope in all those dark nights of the soul, Joseph? So his brothers lost hope and truly believed that Joseph, now the governor of Egypt, second to Pharaoh, was going to kill them, like I said, after they had sold him to the Ishmaelites decades earlier. That was that Genesis 42:21. So not only will their hope be restored, but Joseph too. So they said to one another, surely we are being punished because of our brother. We saw how distressed he was when he pleaded for us for his life, but we would not listen. That's why this distress has come upon us. But then you go to Genesis 50:50, and that's when Joseph says to his brothers, he says, what you intended for evil, God meant for good. There's a little picture of God's sovereign will there, right? Allowing all that to happen to move his purpose along. So Joseph, going through all of that and dying of a ripe old age in his 120, 10, something like that, he dies and sees grandchildren to how many generations? And the rest of the story, read the Bible. It's a great one. So Joseph, hope restored. God bless you.